Hello, everybody. Welcome to your Daily Pop. I love this so much. This is everything. I'm going to try to get this to stop wobbling for a moment. Intention is simply allowing the will and the mind to align more in harmony. May I always focus on the highest. My intention is that all God's wishes for me come true. I'm probably going to sneeze in 1 second. And then I'll share, excuse me, a really cute story that just happened a couple minutes ago. Okay, I think I'm all sneezed out. So we were at Celtic Kitchen like we go to every freaking day. And as soon as I sat down, I got so excited they had cappuccino. Sometimes I'm so busy paying attention that everybody's getting what they want and that they're comfortable that I forget that, I'm part of the group dynamic too. And my intention for today was be totally relaxed, take my time, and also focus on some things I want, nutritionally, special wise, whatever. And part of it was to do my daily pops and get caught up on a little of my work in a nice, restful hotel room. And we had this great European waitress. She was so funny. She sounded like she was from the Baltic region, and she was just really cute. She wore like these layers of pearls with her things, and it's a cute little place. And I had the hiccups, and she comes to the table and she's like, "I'm ready to take your order." And I was like, "Okay, you may not understand it because I have the hiccups." And she was really cute. She goes, "Boo." And I was like, "I don't think that's going to work." And the funniest things happened when she turned around. I don't know if her apron strings or her arm caught on this big metal rack filled with ketchups, filled with all this stuff, and it hit the floor. And then she goes, "Did that scare the hiccups out of you?" And she's like, "I'll go to any length." It was obviously not intentional, but like so wonderful and quick on the repartee. And I used to have a lot of stuff ready when I would waitress and do things. You have to, because crazy combustible moments, unhappy, unsettled children can happen. And it was really, really great. And the funny thing was, it did scare the hiccups out of me, because when she came back and brought the cappuccino, she's like, "I don't hear hiccups." And it was so funny. And I just love these kind of interactions, because it's stuff like Hagen said something about, "Oh, this is creating memories," just being like sweet and funny, but he does remember things like this and he'll bring it up. And he's another one. We get crazy hiccups and his hiccups will last for like an hour. So it was lovely. But this intention is simply allowing the will and the mind to align and move in harmony, right? And that's it. Like whatever happens, even if it seems disastrous or catastrophic or noisy or whatever, you put a fun intention behind it, and it's like you can make what even seems like a pain in the ass a good time. I love this when people do things that will be like dire embarrassment for one, and other people, they could not give a crap. Like tripping and falling is one instance. Like I never get embarrassed. I don't even know why people get embarrassed. I don't really have that switch, and I'm glad. I'm embarrassed after the fact, like if I am short or not very kind to someone like Ian. Sometimes I just have a short fuse. We think differently, and I can really see a direct path to things. And when I feel like there's time wasting debating, I get a little thing. That's the only time. But if I physically fall down, I'll make a joke, I'll get back up. It doesn't matter if I spill a drink all over me. Things like that don't bother me. Like I just don't have that, and I'm glad, because I don't have social anxiety or any of that. I think I've always been able to just be like in my own happy world and be like, things happen, who cares? I drop stuff, spill stuff, no big deal. But I do understand, I have massive sympathy for people that don't. I have a lot of family members that don't like to draw attention to themselves negatively, positively, any of that in any way. So I understand that. So my intention oftentimes with my life is to put others in my family and friendship group and clients and everybody at ease, because I do understand that. I definitely do. And I did in my earlier life. I used to have things where I didn't like to, like if I would have, I don't know, let's just say, you tuck your dress into your underwear. Like when I was younger, I wouldn't have loved that, but now it wouldn't bother me at all. I think you also hit a certain age where you're like, you know what, what's important. But like those things would be mortifying for teenagers, right? Or 20-year-olds for sure. But I feel right now it's time to be fearless, set your soul on fire, let the truth just set you free, that you can have and do and be anything, that you're limitless. Let's go for this. Set your intention to be like, I'm going to realize that I can facilitate any change that I need to. That's important. Do I waste time doing something? Do I treat my body unwell? Do I treat someone in my family unwell? Do I decrease my odds and opportunities by thinking I can only do so much? Whatever it is, set your intention to know that everything is possible. That starts it, and that helps it. Like I have to say, I just set this in the intention to go on this vacation that whatever happens, I'm happy with. I'm happy to be in a new environment. I love beaches. I don't care what happens. I don't need to shop or do anything. And it has been so miraculous because I didn't set any expectation that it's so far exceeding everything. Just fun events and nice people and wonderful things. And I'm going to post something on IG, you guys. I don't know how I struck gold in this particular bead shop, but they were having this massive sale. It was crazy. We pulled in. It was going to close in 20 minutes. I'm like, well, let me just look in there. The prices were off the wall. The stones were off the wall. And I'm going to post some of that stuff. And I'm actually going to make some pieces and have giveaways. I'm also going to be mentioning the giveaway. Probably today I'll find out. I'll pull 2 cards and find the winner of that beautiful sun charm necklace as well. So again, I set the intention to just be delighted by whatever the hell comes my way. Like, just let's do this, right? This happens. We got to be careful in proms and weddings. We set these crazy expectations. And of course, when they don't meet up with us, we're like, oh, that's not good. And it's simply not true. It's just different. So anything that comes your way, don't be like, that's not good. Just be like, that's just different. But now I get to experience something different that I didn't even know was intended for me, right? The universe has something better in mind. We definitely have to remember that. That's going to be really helpful. Let's pull the next card. I'll pull one more and we'll see what's going on. Solitude. This helps me, and I feel like a lot of us need this to recenter and rebalance. Once you embrace in the inner divine in your own sacred solitude, the right people arrive at the right time, exactly on schedule, without forcing or chasing. This is very true, and I love right now Jim Carrey is really he is like an epic cornerstone of just really having true understanding and just allowing in his artistic phase. He's such a beautiful human being. He understands this. And he says, when I go out and I paint or I'm in the wilderness alone, it's almost work to be with people again. Some people think that solitude is like boring. If just for a moment, if you're in a beautiful environment and you get to stop in silence and observe all the nuance. What does it smell like? What are colors around you? It's amazing. Your breathing slows down. Your mind becomes more peaceful. You feel grounded and centered. So really take that time. I need a lot of solitude. And what I do is studying and all of that, distractions. I love people, but I need that time. I really do, to observe, to meditate, and to be quiet. And you can also hear your voices of your heart, and you can realize in these moments that you are the healer that you're looking for, that you're the conduit for universal life force energy, and you awaken to your power in these moments because you're not distracted by the materialistic, by the whining, whinging, maddening crowd. And since everything is a vibration, by raising our vibration, what we desire effortlessly manifests towards us. And we're able to find that in those solitary moments, because that's when you decide what you truly want and what makes sense and what deserves your attention, right? So that's your daily pop, my lovelies. I am going to go upload.